Hey there everybody, it's the TheGoofQueen here, and welcome to episode 3 of Vanilla Minecraft. We are standing here in front of the old wheat farm. You may have remembered from my last episode, I mentioned that I had initially built this automatic wheat farm that worked pretty well for a couple of days, and then just stopped because glitches are terrible, terrible things. I actually think I just went back there to count out. There he is! There he is! That guy is supposed to be up there, and somehow he just kind of Houdini'd himself through the floor, and so now he hangs out down there. But this wheat farm does not work, and I want to be able to get all of the wheat and potatoes and carrots that we possibly can for our villager trading station over there. We have a couple of farmers, I believe, who have some really great trades for emeralds, so that we can purchase diamond tools from one of the blacksmiths that I have over there, which would be amazing. But in order to do that, we need to get lots of emeralds, and in order to do that, we need to get lots of wheat and potatoes and carrots. So I have found a design that I like just as much as I initially liked this design. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave the outside shell of the building, because it's already built, so, you know, why tear it down? But I am going to take apart the inside and reclaim all of these hoppers and reclaim all this redstone. And I'll be back with you guys when I've gutted the building. Alright everybody, we are back. I've gone ahead and cleared out the inside, but while I was working on it, I thought to myself, you know, I don't like the fact that this is literally just a box with some cool shapes on the side, so I went ahead and made some adjustments to the outside of the building as well. We've got these neat little stained glass panes with the stair blocks, and this all goes all the way around, so it's in every corner. I like how the excuse me, I like how the lighter glass kind of plays off with the lime-stained clay. But we fixed that all up, and I'm feeling much better about it. I had to remove this door because at any given time there were 3 or 4 villagers in here with me. And I don't really feel like trying to build what I'm about to try and build with villagers underfoot. So I changed the door into a trapdoor, so hopefully no villagers will come in here and bother me now. But anyway, this is the inside of that building, all nice and cleaned out. The cobblestone lays out the area for what we are going to build, and we are going to be building a wheat, carrot, and potato farm that was designed by, I believe the name is Mega Royal Games, and I will have a link to their video in the description below. Excuse me. So I laid this out so I know roughly where I'm going to be building. I've gathered up most of the blocks that I need for this. I don't know if I'm going to make it out of sandstone or if I'm going to get some kind of wood going for this. But we have all our components here, and we have our space laid out, so there's nothing left to do but get going on it. So apparently get going on it, in my mind, means finish it. Because I had a Twitch stream on. Hello, sir. I had a Twitch stream on in the background. I just bore down and got going and can't fit into my own doorways. There we go. I did put the door back since it's all built now. My villagers kept getting chased around by baby zombies. So I put the door back so they can come huddle in here when it's nighttime. But it is finished, and look at this thing. It's pretty amazing. As you can tell now, the way that this is supposed to work is you hop in the cart with your carrots, potatoes, or seeds in your hand, and you just right-click along here as the minecart goes, and when the minecart reaches the end, it sets these dispensers off to go, I think it's 5 ticks. They send 5 ticks of bone meal, which grows all your crops, and then there are pistons down underneath here, which retract, thus harvesting all the crop, and so as you fly by again, planting more, you can pick up what you've already planted, and it's really pretty efficient, and it's really pretty cool. Alright, so I know what some of you are thinking. If it's so awesome, you know, why don't you just show us a full demonstration? Well, the problem is I've kind of put the cart ahead of the horse, in a manner of speaking, because I have this great farm now and it's going to be amazing, but I don't have a steady supply of bone meal. I literally have 3 pieces of bone meal to my name right now. If only I could convert blaze rods into bone meal. But, so in order to actually efficiently use that farm, I need some sort of skeleton farm. Now, I know I mentioned in the last episode that that huge area over there was in talks to maybe become a mob farm, but the thing is, it's nowhere near being cleared out, and I'm not patient enough to go over there and clear the whole thing out, especially because I don't even know if Saiganshi has his own ideas for what he wants to do with that. So, I'm going to gear up right now, grab some extra torches and things, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a hunt. I don't want to spend too long on this, but if I can find a skeleton spawner or just a really dark cave and find quite a few skeletons, that would be good. Why am I looking in that chest? Food, that's what I need. But I think I'm going to go look. Some of you may remember from the very first episode I ever worked on this series. We had that area that I was going to turn into sort of a castle-esque place. Well, I promise I have not forgotten about that. I just haven't had a chance to work over there yet. So I'm actually going to go look over there because most of the caves in this area have been well explored and they're well lit up. So if there was anything over here, we probably would have found it. So I'm going to run through my nether portal quick, go over there, and see if I can find some skeleton spawners. Alright everybody, good news and bad news. So the bad news is that while I was out on my adventure trying to find a skeleton spawner, I could not find one for the life of me. But the good news is my friend SBSP got online shortly after I gave up searching. And I said, hey, do you happen to know of any skeleton spawners? You know, have you run into any yet? And she responded that not only had she run into one, but there was one directly under her base that she was working on turning into a farm. So I said, oh, cool, you know, just let me know when that's done. And literally the next day, she sent me a message and said, hey, skeleton farm's up and running whenever you want. So huge thanks to SBSP. I believe it's down in here, yep. And I have no idea how this works, because I didn't build it, so I don't know whose design it is. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like there is lava or some sort of crushing system up there that's killing things. Skeletons, precisely. That's killing skeletons, and then if you look, maybe we can get something happening. There, drops fall down this water stream and into the hopper below. So it's pretty neat, it's pretty nifty. Now, I'm gonna look and see 1, 2, 3, 4 and some odd arrows, plus 64 and 31. I don't want to take any of this stuff that she has already farmed, so I'm going to go ahead and go AFK here for a little bit and see how much bone meal we can get. Alright everybody, we are back. I went ahead and I stood over here for about 2 hours or so. Came back to see how many bones we had. I mean, I came back intermittently. Wow, words are hard. I came back and looked at it and pulled the bones out of here because this thing... Oh, I should take these back now. I did that so I remembered which of these things were SBs and which of them were mine. But this thing fills up really quick. I actually had to take a break to go grab another chest to put some of the arrows in. And actually... Since I'm not taking a full inventory of bone meal, I wanted to, but impatience. Impatience wins the day. I'll go ahead and take some of those. So, we are going to take our newly acquired bones and fail at opening a door. Nailed it. Okay. We're going to take our newly acquired bones and try to get back to our home base. I actually don't think I have the coordinates written down, so wish me luck on getting there. Okay, everybody, we are back. I'm just throwing some bone meal into all of these dispensers, making sure I have every slot filled up. Now, some of them do have half stacks, whereas these two, I think, just ended up full. Blame it on my impatience, you know. Nothing it can really do when I'm just being impatient and not wanting to hang around there anymore. But let's go ahead and grab some... Should we do potatoes? Yeah, let's do potatoes. Why not? Okay, so, in theory, as soon as I jump into this cart, we'll start heading off here. And when I get to about, I don't know, it's here or so, I think, the dispensers will fire and grow a bunch of potatoes, and then we'll zoom back the other way. So, let's see whether it works. We're starting with 32 potatoes. And go! Ooh, it sounds like it's working. Okay. Oh, wow, 38 potatoes. 51, there we go, now we're getting some potatoes back. Oh, I feel like this is gonna make a bad video. I'll let you guys go while I sit here and presumably get a little bit dizzy from going back and forth too much. Okay. Holy cow, guys. So, I went back there, that wasn't even like 5 minutes or so. And we started, I think, with 32 potatoes. So we got 3 stacks plus 2 potatoes in the span of less than a couple minutes. How's our bone meal doing? Decent. Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna stick around here for a little while. Do this with the carrots. I should have a disposal for the poisonous potatoes. We'll just put them there for now. Do this with the carrots and the wheat, or seeds, same difference, and see how much produce we can get. And away! Okay, everybody, the final results are in. We have 3 and some odd stacks of wheat, 3 and some odd stacks of potatoes. What is that? 5 and some odd stacks of carrots. So I am going to take all but... How do I want to do this? Okay, Doot. I want to leave at least half a stack in here of the potatoes and such. Also the seeds, but that works out quite well because I'm not taking those with me. I want to leave at least a half a stack just so I don't ever come over here and go, oh no, I've run myself out of seed carrots or seed potatoes. Is that what those are called? I think it's something to that effect. But anyway, we're gonna run over here now to our trading station. And yes, I fully plan on upgrading the visuals for this thing. I'm not sure what was, I'm not sure what I was thinking when I made this. It's not terrible, but it's not the greatest. So, we're gonna find our favorite farmer guy, if I can click correctly. There we go. Let's see how many emeralds we can get. Okay, well, the numbers are in as the sun sets on this fine day. We managed from, I don't know, 5 total minutes of farming to get 38 emeralds, which is going to work really well with this guy, or this guy. Those 3 are blacksmiths. Blacksmiths. And I need to do a little more research on, it seems awfully dark in here. I need to do a little more research onto getting the perfect villager. You leave them alone. Come back here. Stop it. You need to do a little more research on getting the perfect villager, especially the perfect blacksmith villager, because if I could just use that farm and that trading booth to make trades that would get me diamond tools and diamond armor instead of mining it, I would be a very happy person. So I think I'm going to work on that for a little bit more, a little bit longer, and just see how much I can get. All right, everybody, the final tally is in. I have been farming for about 10 minutes or so, and I have run out of bone meal in every dispenser but these last two. So this is definitely a resource-heavy device as far as bone meal is concerned. But I think it's worth it, especially since SBSP, got that skeleton farm up and running. But the final votes are in. We have been farming and trading for about 10 minutes or so. And we have 64 and 56. We have almost 2 stacks worth of emeralds for about 10 minutes worth of work. Now, when you combine that with the fact that we've got our automatic sugarcane farms over here, because there are there are a couple of librarians in there. I don't remember how many, but obviously there are some more running around. Maybe I should build houses for these guys. That'll probably just encourage more of them to spawn. But anyway, when we combine that with the paper we can get from that to trade with the librarians, we are going to be rolling in emeralds and hopefully diamond tools very, very soon. So we're going to go ahead and pop down here. And wow. Look at that. That is pretty snazzy. So with that, everyone, that is all I have time for today. So if you liked the episode, please feel free to hit that like button, share and favorite as you see fit. And if you really enjoyed the content, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.